and that was the being put to Singapore. The estimated cost now is over £9 billion. It might well go up to 15, even 20 billion by the end, but nothing compared to Beijing, which cost $40 billion. So it's going to be expensive, but not as expensive. Also, they reckon 70 pence in every pound is going towards the legacy, i.e. to something that will still be here afterwards and will be part of the Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park, as it's going to be called. That money all goes on building venues and refurbishing venues all over the country, because events are happening all over England, Wales and Scotland. You've got the archery at Lord's Cricket Ground, you've got the beach volleyball in Horse Guards Parade in Whitehall, football everywhere, so all sorts of things happening everywhere. When we go to Greenwich on Wednesday, you'll see where all the equestrian is taking place, and so that's all happening. But the money, that's public money, goes on building venues. The games themselves are put on using private money, and private money means different scales. There are what are called the Tier 1 worldwide sponsors. These are big multinationals, the usual suspects really. They're Panasonic, Atos, General Electric, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, all of these, Visa, are the big contributors. Then you have what are called the Tier 1 domestic partners. These are mainly British and European companies like British Airways, British Telecom, BP, Adidas, EDF Energy. Cadbury are a level below that as well. Cadbury and Deloitte are just below that. And then after that you have people who've got a slice of the cake. They have a monopoly in a certain field. UPS, the deliverers. If you see a UPS van in England, you'll see the Olympic logo slapped on the side. They are official deliverers to the Olympics. The metal company, mining company, Rio Tinto Zinc, whose reputation is not spotless anywhere in the world, are official metal suppliers to the Olympics, which means they have provided the metal for the medals. And the medals, the 2 gold medals, are on show in the British Museum at the moment, at the top of the long steps at the front. It's free to go in the British Museum, so do pop in and see them. And the size of the gold medals are such that only a weightlifter will be able to carry them if they were made of gold. But they're not obviously made of gold. And the gold medal for the able-bodied Olympics is there, and the gold medal for the Paralympics. And I saw them the other week and realised for the first time in my life something incredibly obvious, that the writing on the Paralympic medal is around the top, and around the bottom it's repeated in Braille. Because of course blind athletes compete. And it has never occurred to me. Of course, that's one of the things you have to do. So that's what they're one of the medal suppliers. Other people are supplying things, Holiday Inn, hoteliers to the Olympics. And it does mean there are certain things, for example, on the site itself, there will be 4 McDonald's. One will be temporarily the biggest McDonald's in the world. What do other people who don't like McDonald's do? Well, there will be what are called unbranded fast food outlets. And this means that it's quite likely to be Costa Coffee, Starbucks, somebody else, but they're not allowed to advertise themselves because McDonald's are the sponsors for fast food. If you go in there with a Burger King and a Pepsi Cola, you'll be told to put it in a bin because they are not sponsors. It is Coca-Cola and McDonald's. And I have got a friend, a fellow guide, and she said, I've got a job in the Olympics. I am one of the brand patrollers. And she is one of those people who's going to have to make sure people behave themselves and don't advertise. It's very interesting, the whole dichotomy of the thing. But, getting cold here, let's move around.